Okay, I'm gonna try this out with my glasses. First off, hi, my name is Mo. I am the head instructor at Mo Kwon Do. First off, this video is just an introduction to how I view Taekwondo, my relationship with it, how I view sparring and fighting, what it means to me beyond just the surface level. First off, I assume you know nothing about Taekwondo. Maybe you're familiar with what Taekwondo is, but you don't actually know the techniques. And I think if you're going to take part in learning from me online, that while you can learn the technique on your own, it is best to practice this with a friend or a buddy, maybe a friend that you're interested in learning this with, because while you can learn it by yourself, you can learn the technique, you really can't learn sparring on your own. It's something that has to be done with someone. You really need a friend to train, and it's better if you have a team, or you can bring in multiple friends to learn this together. A little bit about myself. I'm a two-time national sparring champion. I am a Cornell University graduate, class of 2015. And I started my Taekwondo back when I joined the Cornell when I was 18 years old. And I really fell in love with it. I fell in love with the community, and I practiced for 3 hours a day, every single day, and maybe 6 hours on the weekends. And I did that for 4 years. And I was really fortunate to have a really good coach, Master Han Cho, and also national champion level teammates to really guide me and shape my perspective on martial arts. And I really think that having an environment and a culture about growth and putting in hard work is really important. That might be the most important. That said, since I've graduated, I started teaching Taekwondo at a church on the weekends, and I taught my own style, which was focused solely on sparring, and I didn't teach the forms. And at the time, I was also working a finance job, and I was really just taken by teaching, and I wanted to be able to show more people just sparring Taekwondo. So I left my career after 3.5 years in finance to pursue teaching Taekwondo, and not teaching forms, but specifically sparring, because I think it has a lot of benefits. To be clear, I do see that there is value in teaching Pumse. I'm a second dan black belt, and part of those requirements are you have to learn the forms. Because I want to teach sparring, I see that sparring is very time intensive. Like, there are many different things like distance, timing, there's strategy, there's tactics. And to take 20-30 minutes out of your day to go over the Pumse doesn't necessarily help you, or those skills don't really translate to sparring as far as I'm concerned in terms of the dynamic nature of sparring. I certainly think that Pumse is good business. But I personally feel really strong with sparring, as it has helped provide an outlet for my anger and stress. And it's really great to learn about your body and what it can do with the proper training. And I think it's been really nice to understand how to protect myself and to have the confidence to stand up for what I believe in everyday life outside of the dojang as well. So I know that there are other martial arts out there like Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and ever since UFC and the growing popularity of MMA, there's definitely been a shift to provide the most effective at combat sports. I personally believe that I'm not learning martial arts so I can go out there and get into fights. I think that also, if people brought a fight to me, I would probably try to avoid it, because I don't think that martial arts is about going out there and fighting people. I think it's about being able to defend yourself, and I think it's about the empowerment of knowing that you can. But then with that power, it is your choice what you do with it. And my opinion is that with that power, you should use that power to build and to stay calm. And I think that'll make more sense as you get more and more familiar with sparring. So I say, regardless of what martial arts you do or any endeavor that you take, that as long as you do your best, you work hard, you listen, and you find a good instructor that cares about you, respects you, listens to you, I think that's the most important for learning. And for longevity, like if you want to be a martial artist and be really good, it's important that you find a good community, and if you don't have one, to create one. You can't spar alone. You can find a place, you know, watch the videos, do the work, work through this curriculum, and do it with your friends and have a good time and experiment. Sparring is very individual for each of the people that do it, and I would say what I'm providing is more of a guidelines, and I try my best to be as thorough as possible, give you as much details. Please ask me any questions if you have it. Show me your videos. If you can record yourself, I can give you critiques, etc. Yeah, so again, to be a good martial artist, it can't be done alone. You need people, you need a community, especially to pick you up when you're down and you're feeling alone or you're feeling scared. It's really, there's a level of camaraderie that comes with being in the ring with someone and training each other up and fighting together, and I really encourage you to make something like that for yourself. So a little bit more about martial arts. To me, it's been the foundation for my confidence and my willingness to learn from other people and to respect each other, other people as no matter if they're a higher or lower belt or everything, there's always a teacher in everyone around you, and that's something I hold very, very true to me. So quick thing, I call Taekwondo sparring because it's a sport. I struggle to call it fighting because I don't want to turn people off on it being aggressive, and it is. I also believe that fighting is a part of everyday life. It is a form of communication and standing up for yourself and having your own points and to see other people's perspective and keeping calm and composed. And you can learn this anywhere, like even playing tennis, etc. But fighting has given me a lot of confidence in to be relaxed and to be aware of what I want and my emotions, and to not let myself be bullied, and to have firm boundaries of what I do believe and what I don't know, and to recognize that and to trust myself and give myself a chance. So I think that martial arts has a lot of meaning to anyone, and that's what it means to me, and I hope that you share whatever meaning it has to you. I would very much so define myself as a martial artist, and that means to me is someone always looking to improve and is forever a student. I'm not big on belts. I believe that they are a great external motivation, and we live in a society where the belts matter, credentials matter. I don't think we learn martial arts to be done with martial arts, and I think that there's a lot of people that they get their black belt and they're done. They kind of check out, and I believe that if you're a martial artist, you're never done, right? That the whole thing is a pursuit, and I feel like when you get your black belt, things actually get started, because that by that time the excitement. Like the excitement when you're starting off, like, oh, I'm gonna get hit, like I'm trying to hit this guy, and you're thinking about counting, you're thinking about a bajillion things at once. Those things those get replaced with strategy. They get replaced with confidence. They get replaced with understanding your body, what you can do, what other people are going to do, and how you'll respond to that. And that comes with a lot of time and practice. And after you get to a certain level where your techniques are good, you have that experience, you've been competing, or you feel that pressure, you develop this level of calm. And I think that really skilled fighters, competitors, sparrers, are aware of their emotions, their feelings, and even in under a lot of pressure, they can keep calm and fight well. And I think that at the end of the day, fighting is all personal, and it's all mental. And I really hope that after teaching you the techniques and hopefully having you try it out with your friends, you'll see that too in time. It's more than just hitting people and techniques. So yeah, I love sparring, and I think that it can empower people, and I think personally, I don't think teaching sparring is really good business. I think that, but I love sparring, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, is I want to show people how valuable sparring really is. And I would like to create an environment that recognizes beyond the surface what sparring is and how deep it can go and how personal it can be. And I know what it means to me and to my friends, and I've seen the changes it made in them and to me, spiritually, physically, mentally, and I would like to share it with you. So if you'd like, check out how I teach. The system I use is step by step, starting from your fighter stance, your guard, to movement, foot position, hip position, weight balance, distribution, understanding the distance, the form, to hitting the pad, developing your foot-eye coordination, to doing that with a partner and developing kind of the timing and the speed and the appropriate counters based off of building good habits and understanding kind of like what is the highest percentage chance of landing this with the least amount of risk, and just the gamesmanship of sparring. And it's been quite a process learning how to teach this system. I've been teaching this for 5 years and constantly updating the order in which I teach, how I teach it, and I think when the rubber meets the road is teaching a class of 15, 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, and they don't have any motor skills, or they're trying to, and keeping them encouraged. And I recognize that on top of the difficulty of motor skills, there's also protecting their confidence and ego. We're in a world where you constantly see everywhere around you, everyone's just really amazing at things. And it's tough because anytime you start something new, you're probably not going to be that good at it. And just to remember that you're a beginner and that there is no expectations to be good, and that everyone who got to where they are incredible or amazing, they started off not that good. I started off not that good. We all started off not that good. Some people have more talent, but it's doing the work and improving yourself and being the best that you can be, regardless of whatever hand in life you were dealt. That's what it means to be a martial artist. And I made this video for you, Lobsang Tashi, and I made this because you messaged me and you were telling me about your concerns for the future. You were telling me about how you're the only one left learning Taekwondo, and I taught Lobsang Tashi back in 2013 in the summer, so that was 7 years ago, and he's probably one of my first students. And he would send videos of him doing Nanabomb kicks, and it's I think it's time for me to I think there's a way for me to teach you still via videos, and maybe this will be useful for other people out there who want to learn sparring, but maybe they don't have access to it in a really complete way. And I'm going to do my best to give you the best information possible, and if I ever fall short or there's something that's unclear, please shoot me a message, let me know. This is for you to learn, to grow, and I really do hope you can do this with a friend, because I think you'll get the most out of it, and I know you'll be able to find friends and who will want to learn this, so please do that. But yeah, it was important for me to let you know what martial arts means to me, and what I'm about to show you and teach you is very much so a tool, and like any tool, it can be used to improve yourself and others and your community, and it can be used to protect yourself and to protect others. And I would hope that you use this tool in that way, to protect yourself, others, and to build, but not to hurt anyone. And always remember that you are a student forever. You can learn from anyone. The color of your belt doesn't matter, and that you are a leader. Your actions matter. How you choose to think and view the world does matter. It's not easy to remember these things. I certainly forget. I just hope that you try. And that said, let's get to it! Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna get started now.